Land for sale guided at 5k for Wolverhampton. Would you take a punt on this? That's an interesting strip of land, almost around, I guess, a third of an acre. So it has a fair amount of size. And as you can see here, we've got a line of houses opposite it. So this is kind of a cul-de-sac that maybe you could build some houses down this side. So let's have a look. Here it is in another fashion. This is the cul-de-sac here. This is the piece of land. So we're looking at it from a different angle. Last time it was that angle at the top. And you can see these houses opposite, just here, opposite the strip that's for sale. So, you know, is that wide enough for houses? Not sure, but maybe you could do a design that would allow you to build one or two houses down there. So this, from an aerial view, you can see it's kind of this side, that this bit here that you can see that potentially you could build some houses. Could you build them opposite these and potentially a bit further down, and, you know, still give them a garden, maybe build them further apart to have gardens at the side or something, maybe have some garages so that you don't have to worry about parking. So all of these things that you've got to think about, because it doesn't come with planning. That is something that you need to apply for. And in my situation here, you might go, well, for 5k, let's see what it goes for in the auction. Maybe someone's happy to buy it for 20k, for example, and then try their arm at putting a planning gain on it. Because once you put the planning gain on it, that will probably really, you know, probably 5 times the value. It'll probably go up to, say, £100,000, even more, depending on how many houses you actually get on there. So you might say that's worth a punt. If we do this 5 times, we'll definitely, you know, triple the value, quadruple the value of our investments into these things. But I would get expert planning advice on this before you just take a punt. Have a more educated approach to it than just go, that seems good, let's go out and do this because it's cheap. Why not? But from the different angles, you can see, yeah, there's a fair amount of land. Now, obviously, one thing in the Labour manifesto is that they want to build loads of houses. So these kind of plots surely should be coming into play, that, you know, local planning authorities are going to have to start to say yes to things like this. So maybe it's the right time to take a punt on this. Let me know your thoughts below. Would you take a punt on this? But make sure that potentially there's no right of way and all these types of things on this property that would stop you from building others. But just go out and talk to a planning consultant and start to get some expert advice. Look at the legal documents behind any auction, especially this auction, and, you know, this plot of land, just to make sure there's nothing up for a surprise. Because why is someone guided at 5k? How did they get hold of this plot of land? Maybe it was the estate and someone's had this for ages and they're going, well, actually, we just need to get rid of it and put it in the auction and let it go for whatever. But put your comments below. Would you be looking to buy something like this? Do you build houses? Maybe you're looking to invest in property, and if so, why not join my property investment community where you're around other like-minded property investors. Even if you're new, it's really good to get in, to get started, to help you on your journey. And even if you're really experienced, I'm sure you'll learn some stuff inside too, and also be around other property investors that you can network with. And after all, when you're all together networking, communicating, you grow and learn things that you might not have learned otherwise. Follow me for more interesting property stories and property investment deal analysis.